The 2002 Volkswagen Tarek is one of those projects that emerged in the shadow of greater ambitions, but without which its later successes would not have been possible. For decades, the Wolfsburg brand was associated primarily with people's cars, and its sporting events rarely reached the masses. Meanwhile, as early as 1980, Volkswagen had already won the Dakar Rally, the most challenging test in motorsport. 20 years later, at the beginning of the 21st century, the sports department decided to return to the African wilderness. The goal, however, was not pure competition, but rather to create a technological foundation for future victories while simultaneously promoting its new, luxurious SUV, the Touareg. Participation in off-road rallies has always been a powerful marketing tool for manufacturers. Volkswagen was well aware of this, planning a Dakar offensive as part of building the image of the Touareg, which debuted in 2002. However, before the mighty race Touareg with four-wheel drive could take to the dunes, a transitional vehicle was needed, one that was simpler, lighter, and more affordable to run. Thus was born the Tarek, unveiled publicly in 2002 at the Essen Motor Show. Its task was to test technical solutions, gain experience for the team, and prepare the groundwork for a much more advanced design. The name Tarek comes from Arabic and is not, as one might think, an abbreviation or variation of the word Tuareg. It was intended to emphasize the desert nature of the project and its intended purpose. Design-wise, the Tarek was a classic buggy, a lightweight, simple rally car with exclusively rear-wheel drive. While this may sound paradoxical in the context of off-road rallies, this design is perfectly suited to the desert. A prime example was the successes of Jean-Louis Schlesser, who won the Dakar Rally in 2000 and 2001 in a rear-wheel drive buggy of his own design. Volkswagen consciously followed this path, prioritizing low weight and simplicity. Stylistically, the Tarek didn't attempt to imitate a road car or even a classic off-roader. Its silhouette was typical of a buggy, a short, minimalist front end juxtaposed with a massive rear end housing the drivetrain. The body was made of lightweight composite materials, and its design and construction were entrusted to the renowned Italian company Italdesign. The entire structure rested on a tubular steel space frame integrated with a roll cage. This allowed the Tarek to weigh just 1,280 kilograms, up to half a ton less than competing four-wheel drive designs. The heart of the Volkswagen Tarek was a mid-mounted engine, located just ahead of the rear axle, which effectively increased the weight on the drive wheels. Engineers utilized the company's well-known 1.9 TDI engine, but in a version far removed from the one found in Golfs and Passats. The use of a larger turbocharger and a high-performance Bosch direct fuel injection system increased power to 218 horsepower. This was the first ever use of a TDI engine in a Volkswagen production high-performance vehicle, marking a significant step forward in the development of this technology. Torque from the turbo diesel engine was delivered to the rear wheels via a 5-speed manual gearbox. Interestingly, the differential lacked any locking mechanisms, which would theoretically be necessary off-road. However, Volkswagen prioritized engine characteristics, low weight, and driver experience, believing that simplicity would be key to reliability. The enormous, balloon-shaped tires handled sand brilliantly, and the rear suspension was designed for long jumps and the durability of multi-day competition. In cross-country rallies, technology is just one element of success. The human factor is equally, if not more important. A driver must combine athletic skills with mechanical and navigational skills, as well as immense physical endurance. Volkswagen therefore relied on proven names. Behind the wheel of the Tarek was Jutta Kleinschmidt, winner of the 2001 Dakar Rally, and Stefan Henra was the co-driver. Both had extensive experience and were able to provide the team with invaluable feedback on the car's performance in extreme conditions. Tarek's debut in the Dakar Rally wasn't spectacular in terms of results, but it was exactly what Volkswagen expected. The car made it to the finish line, gathering valuable data and experience. The car driven by Henrard finished sixth, while Jutta Kleinschmidt finished eighth. For the first and only start of a new design, this was a very solid result. Most importantly, however, Tarek confirmed the validity of the chosen concept and the potential of TDI engines in extreme sports. The experience gained directly translated into the development of the much more advanced Race Touareg, which appeared at the start of the Dakar Rally in 2004. It was this car that brought Volkswagen its coveted victories in subsequent years and solidified the brand's position in cross-country rallies. In this context, Tarek emerges as a key link in the entire strategy. A test car, a proving ground, and the unsung hero of success. Although he never entered the popular imagination, his role in the history of Volkswagen motorsport remains invaluable. Today, the 2002 Volkswagen Tarek is a curiosity known primarily to fans of off-road rallies and the brand's history. It wasn't a flashy or media-friendly car, but it served its purpose admirably. It demonstrated that diesel power could be effective in extreme conditions, taught the team how to work in the desert, and paved the way for later triumphs. In the world of motorsport, it's projects like these, seemingly secondary, that often lead to major victories, even though they themselves remain in the shadows.